Mykayla Comstock is the youngest medicinal marijuana patient. She's in Colorado, and she was suffering from leukemia when her 25-year-old mother decided, you know what, while she's going through chemotherapy, I want her to be able to manage the pain with something different. So she started giving her marijuana pills and also cannabis oil daily. Now, this story is obviously controversial because it's a 7-year-old who's using marijuana, but the mother, Erin Purchase, is divorced from the father, and the father is in North Dakota. This couple, the mother and daughter are in Oregon, and the father is saying, look, I'm paying child support. I should have a say in what is happening with my daughter and some of the medical decisions that are being made. And it turns out that she has THC levels of an adult daily marijuana user.
So, look, this would have been a really difficult case. She's 7, and I don't know if any 7-year-old should be using medicinal marijuana. On the other hand, it is medicinal, and you don't know the kind of pain she's going through and how it might help her, right? But it became an easier case the more you found out the details, right?
Right.
So not only is she using, the same amount as an adult, which obviously is unacceptable, but she's had up to 1.2 grams of cannabis oil in 24 hours. That's roughly the equivalent of smoking 10 joints. Oh, hell no. You give a 7-year-old the equivalent of 10 joints? What the hell's the matter with you? And the more you read into it, the more I begin to realize what's the matter with the mom. So it turns out that she's purchasing the marijuana from her boyfriend, who is the grower. Already I go, okay, I'm a little troubled by that. It could be totally fine, but it seems kind of weird, right? But then this woman, Purchase, believes that marijuana heals and credits the drug for curing her stepfather's skin cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I know.
Marijuana does not cure skin cancer. Look, it has a lot of benefits, and yes, you could make pants out of hemp. Okay, but it doesn't cure skin cancer. So then that's a huge red flag. Immediately go to the dad's side, so we got to get this under control.
Yeah, and I mean, she's 25 years old. She's very, very young. And, she has a 7-year-old daughter, which means she had the daughter very young. So I don't know if she's making the right decisions when it comes to her health. I'm not against, doing testing to see if marijuana is good for a cancer patient if, she's underage or whatever. Because, Look, when you're going through chemotherapy, you lose your appetite, you can't deal with the pain, you're constantly nauseous. And a lot of people who go through chemotherapy deteriorate because of the fact that they can't eat anything.
No, it's an open jury on that, no question. And then the dad first said, look, when I came to see her, she seemed zoned out and all she wanted to do was lie in bed and play video games. I'm like, wait, that's a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, so that part was not convincing. But not only all the things that I mentioned, but the mom is so convinced that marijuana is great for you that she consumed it during her pregnancy and while breastfeeding her second child. Okay, look, I don't know if that's terrible for the kid or not, but you got to bring that thing down, man. I mean, she's out of control. Like, marijuana is awesome. And no wonder the kid's taking the equivalent of 10 joints, because this woman has got it in her head that marijuana cures everything. That's why she's over giving it to her kid. Like, whether she gives it to the kid in the first place is an interesting question. Whether she gives her this much is not an interesting question. She definitely shouldn't be doing it.
Well, this story perfectly highlights what my thoughts are when it comes to drug legalization. While I'm in favor of drug legalization, obviously you need to have certain regulations in place to make sure that you protect people, right? So in the case of Colorado, medicinal marijuana is legal for people who are underage, but here's a lack of regulation. Parents get to decide how much they give the child, right? It's up to the parent's discretion. And maybe there needs to be more studies done to figure out what a safe amount of marijuana is for this child. And another thing that I want to say very quickly is we don't know if this is severely damaging for the 7-year-old. We don't know what the safe amount is. So this could be safe, but again...
If I was a child safety officer, I'd be concerned.
Yeah.
I'd be really concerned.
And there was a study that was released this year saying that underage people who smoke marijuana or use marijuana daily actually do cause some damage to their brains. After the age of 18 or after your brain is fully developed, it doesn't have similar impacts. But when you're younger and your brain is developing, it's not good to be a daily marijuana user.
No, it's crazy talk. I'm being too soft. 7-year-old, this much marijuana, no way. And she's not smoking it, I get it, right? It's the oils, it's the pills, etc. But it's a bad idea. So she's going through a lot of pain, I get it. Maybe some, but this is crazy.